Hermit card is connected to Virgo energy. And so the Hermit is all about solitude, self-reflection, and enlightenment. And the key energy associated with Virgo is about self-reliance, practicality, organization. They're very task-oriented, and like they can be neurotic, tidy, organized. So yeah, and your guys' ruling planet is Mercury. So when it comes to work, you're very much like discerning, and you can see the bigger picture and see what needs to be tweaked and how to get the project working effectively. You're an earth sign, and you're also connected to the feminine energy. I've already shuffled the deck and chose the cards, or the spirit chose the cards. And I had previously started this recording, not realizing that I hadn't pressed play, and the cards that Spirit gave me were too good to put back. So I'm just going to begin with what cards I've already pulled. So this is the Devil card. So someone's dealing with addiction or relationship issues. I'm hearing the word someone's being controlling. That could be definitely Virgo energy. Earth signs tend to be controlling. They like things grounded, and they like things a certain way. And then the Hanged Man is about, you know, seeing things from a different perspective. Also very much about enlightenment, as well as preparing to make a decision and at a crossroads. So it's very important that you're really grounded right now, and that you're keeping track of your finances. The Queen of Swords is about discernment. She's very straightforward, no nonsense, analytical, very logical. The Magician is all about manifestation and utilizing your spiritual gifts and abilities. So that's like your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual abilities. So that would be like your ability to like think, you know, having the analytical mind. I keep saying analytical, so that could be something for someone. And then your emotional capacity, your spiritual capacity, and then your physicality, which is, you know, actually giving you the ability to ground and bring something to life, to build a foundation or build a structure based on foundation. And this is about building. This is about, you know, starting from the Ace of Pentacles here, and then slowly building one brick at a time to eventually get to the 10 of Pentacles. And that's about, I really feel like with the 10 of Pentacles, this energy, like, is, for me, it's like the ultimate. It's like what everyone wants in life, you know, having the family and the connection and the home and security and love and nurturing. This is what we all want. And this is like what we all strive for. I feel like most people, you know, want to have that comfort and that security. But what's happening right now is someone's really stuck in their head, and, you know, they've holding themselves prisoner to their mind. And as you can see with this card, you know, not only he's kind of got his hands on his head, and it's just like too bright. So someone's in the darkness, and perhaps someone's struggling with depression. And then the Seven of Swords, someone's being dishonest, someone's trying to get away with something. And then the Knight of Wands is to do with fire, and this can be very much in and out, not really very grounded, can be arrogant. Can I have some clarification for the Devil card, please? So this is about communication. You guys have to communicate how you're feeling. You know, don't hold back. When you're ready, get grounded, make sure that you're clear on what it is that you want, and that you have, you know, really fine-tuned everything and just making sure that you know what you want before you actually go and say something. You know, sometimes we feel like we have to give little bits because people who we're involved with are unable to accept that we're not ready to talk. So then they try to pull it out of us, and then to appease them, we'll give them little bits, even though we're not completely certain that's how we feel. And so, you know, if you're uncertain, like, be the Queen of Swords, be very straight up and say, listen, I'm not ready to talk to you about what we need to talk about. When I'm ready, when I've had time to process everything with the Hanged Man, then I will come to you and we can sort things out. Someone needs to make a decision. Someone's refusing, so this is okay. Just make sure that you're not causing yourself extra agony and grief based on ego. Like, be open to receiving information from your intuition. Don't be blocked by the ego and feel like you have to, you know, resist what your intuition is telling you. So if someone is looking at ending a relationship or contemplating ending a relationship, and they just want to be single, they just want to enjoy, you know, they want to be able to do what they want to do, basically. They don't want to feel confined. And so there's been a lot of defensiveness, a lot of battling going on, and they're just sort of, you know, they're at a point where they've had enough. And I'm really being drawn to the end of this sword, or the end of this wand, you know, and seeing all of these flowers blossoming. So there's so much divide and separation between each wand, and there's only like a few little scattered flowers on each wand, whereas this individual is like, this is the power that I have. I have the power of just, like, you know, manifestation and just like assertion, that inner knowing of my power that I can just create so easily, you know. And same with this, you know, this is more so like single energy. So the Knights tend to be more lean towards being more single. They're more carefree and easy breezy. And then the Nine of Pentacles is the single card. So this is about accumulating, you know, that abundance and that feel good and different connections, and just, you know, even like the clothing is very eloquent, the best of the best. Yeah, I feel like it's for you. You're really in the contemplation mode. Pentacles. You have a vision, and you have a vision, and your spirit's supporting you in this, and it's just being guided by this vision and actually putting it into action, watering your vision. So it's like growing a garden. The Ace of Pentacles is the seed. And then also with this, the Star card, I'm hearing the word purity. So it's purifying your physical, your whole entire makeup. You need to purify yourself. So I was thinking, like, with this Magician, so the Magician is all about the 4 elements. So if you're wanting to start to bring some ceremony into your life, you can work with the 4 elements. It's simple as getting a candle or finding a feather and water, and so all the elements, earth, water, air, and fire. And then just taking all the different elements and then bringing them with and putting them in front of you, and then using them in however your intuition tells you, you know, like you can stare into the candle and just hold your stare and watch the light flicker. If you're feeling angry, you can just take all that anger and like stare at the candle and let the flame, the fire, disperse it. If you're feeling really flighty and lightheaded and just like all over the place, you can really use, like if you get some rocks or invest in a crystal. Here's a crystal right here. This is a crystal that I actually would recommend, is Epidote. I will put the crystal name in the description. If you're working with this, you have to make sure that you're in a positive mindset, because this will it will reflect back what you're putting out there. But this is really good for productivity, and if you're really wanting to manifest you know, security, and just like if you really have some projects you're working on, this will be really supportive. And then also I have the rose quartz. So if you're overcoming or undergoing heartbreak and you're ending a relationship, this will be very helpful. You can just place it right on your heart and just breathe and get into the meditation. And even like people talk about meditation, it's not about like ridding yourself from your thoughts. It's just allowing your thoughts to just float. So you have a thought and you just don't hold on to it. You just allow it to float. It takes time and it takes practice, and it's something that I need to be doing more of, because my mind is just like constantly, it's constant. So yeah, like grounding, going for walks, earthing, like when you're out in nature, like just allowing the breeze to like blow through you, and as the wind is touching your skin, just like imagine you being purified and cleansed. You know, making sure you drink a lot of water. You can even get like carbonated water, like the Perrier's, just for something a little more fancy. I wouldn't recommend drinking. I would just, you know, you need to purify right now. Okay, can I have, so yeah, this is about being logical. What are the next best steps? What do you need to do for you? You know, taking all that confusion away and just getting grounded and really getting into getting centered like a sword. It's just like, it's sharp and it knows its power, even though it's an inanimate object. When the person's creating it, it's creating it with the intent of power, and like just like hammering of all the metals and you know, heating it up with the fire and the sharpness of it. So it's just the preparation of the building of the strength. Look at this. There we go. There we go. Someone like look it up, Google or, you know, YouTube, how they make swords, the metalsmiths, and Spirit's talking to you. You know, listen. And the air, this is air energy. So what you're thinking of, or the little thoughts in your head, or these little inclinations, or do this or do that, you know, just start listening. But just be sure that when you're starting to hear these words and listen to your intuition, make sure that you're grounded, because sometimes when we're not grounded, then the information isn't coming as clearly as it should. So just make sure you're, you know, getting connected with nature and drinking a lot of water and just really settling into the feeling of being. And so, yeah, that's the card. Discernment, straightforward, you know, knowing your strength, knowing your power, everything that it takes to build your foundation, and clearing away all energies that are not serving your highest good. I love it when Spirit's just like, yeah, this is, you're on the right track here. Okay, one more card, please. This is actually the card that came out before. So I was, at that time when it came out, I was thinking about this card. So this is the building, the foundation, the idea. And then this is about you taking the idea and manifesting it and getting into the feeling of it being here already. You know, projecting that feeling outward and holding that feeling inward, and just allowing the vision to come to fruition. Slowly but surely, you'll begin to see life. You'll be able to see hints that it's actually coming to fruition. So that's what Spirit's suggesting, is that you really focus on what it is that you want and just project that outward, but at the same time holding the space for it, but letting go and allowing for this vision to come into fruition. So Virgo, I hope you found this reading helpful. If so, please let me know. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading, you can find my information in the description. Much love. Take care. Bye.